What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on iRacing for Global Challenge in the Kia at Navarra. First of all, I want to apologize for the lack of a follow-up to the Cadillac video from the other day. Yesterday when you're seeing this, or sorry, yeah, 2 days ago, excuse me, when you're seeing this, the day that the Cadillac video came out, Wednesday. I had some work stuff I had to do in the evening, unfortunately, and I had to pick up my brother from the airport. So I did attempt to do two late races and got murdered to death in both of them. So unfortunately, there was not a video for Thursday. Greatly apologize about that, and I still have some things I want to get done over the weekend and the next coming days, and it'll just all be stuff that's pushed next week, which is fine. So we're going to give this a whirl, though. We're ready to rock and roll. I feel good. Did run a PB and Q by about a 10. Still not in the 47s like we saw Javier the other day in the Cadillac race, but 48 flat, I'm very happy with. I thought that was a pretty good lap, and we'll see how it goes. There are very, very low I ratings, and for everybody else except me, the number 2 car overall, the car on pole, Yusuf Salik, is a 1500. That's the 2 car out of 15. So that tells you all I need to know. Low split, probably going to be a lot of death. We just got to survive, get through it. I have all sorts of Snariton flashbacks and feelings right now, but hoping for the best. We'll see how it goes. If we can just stay clean and get away, even if we have to lose the lead, keep the car clean, we'll be probably okay as we go here. So hope for the best. Hopefully it's entertaining. Again, if you're new here, drop that like, sub down below. It means the world to me. Greatly appreciate each and every one of you. It's been a great week for videos. It's been a great week for views. I thank you all so much for all the love and support you continue to give me. I'm so blessed and so thankful for each and every one of you that support my vids and allow me to have so much fun doing this iRacing thing after 11 plus years of doing it. So without further ado, we will get on the grid here and get ready to rock and roll. Hopefully we can convince Eric to leave a gap and see if we can survive one of these puppies, and hopefully we have some fun. Still in love with the track. It's been a lot of fun coming back here this week in both cars, but just reasserts in my mind that this is probably one of the better free tracks iRacing has ever come out with. So we'll get to it. We'll get on the grid here, and not too much longer until we roll off, and we'll see if we can pick up a dub here tonight. So let's get to it. Should probably specify what that means so that nobody thinks I'm being an asshole. No idea if people are cool with that, but we're gonna go with it. Looks like the grid, or the row right in front of us, excuse me, did not grids, so. Are we going to leave a gap? Maybe? Nope, no gap. Really should leave a gap. I don't trust all the 500 to 1,000 ironing Cadillacs to survive, so. I was hoping for like a 5-second gap and let them get off down the straightaway, but even if it's 1 or 2 seconds, I guess we'll take it as long as we're not tucked up under them. Again, Reyes can laugh with Carl and I now about always feeling the need for the Kias to start right up, tucked up under everybody in the Cadillac group for absolutely no reason whatsoever. I still don't know why that is. We're not gaining anything. We're not going anywhere. They're going to drive away as soon as they sort out and get themselves together. So I don't really understand the logic behind this or why you'd want to do this. I don't really mind being in second because then we only got to race one car. Being in third, it gets scary because if we get stuck behind the third place guy, or get stuck behind the new second place guy when we're in third, you know, the leader might get away, or we might have to use too much tire to get through them. I don't mind being in second to get going here, but to be in third would really suck and not be good. So you're kind of forced as the leader then to give up your, you know, your right to control the start if the other guy doesn't cooperate. It's a gentleman's agreement. I understand that, but now we're in the Kia Snariton situation all over again. So hopefully we don't die. Again, I just really want to get through this first couple of corners here, the first couple of laps even. Probably going to have 14 laps. I know the Cadillacs had 15 for sure. We may or may not get lapped. May not get lapped tonight if I can keep good pace up, get some clean air, because the Cadillac fields are a little bit slower. May only be 14 laps total, and we may not get lapped. But again, we'll see how it goes. So knock on wood, if this is a 4-minute video, you know what happens, but hoping for the best. We do not need to repeat of that after we've just gotten our feet back under us and got going again, so hoping for the best. Again, I appreciate you all so much, as always. If you're new, again, make sure you drop that like, sub down below. It means the world to me. But glad to be back in the Cadillac, glad to be at Navarra, and fingers, toes, everything crossed here that we can survive this one, because we're about to have some fun. So, scary times, let's go, and without further ado, let's die. I mean, let's get it. I don't know if we're going. Apparently we are. Backing out of that one because I would expect death. Oh god, okay. Well, at least we're in second. I don't know what all these freaking idiots are doing, as usual, but we are alive. We're still in second. Hopefully we can get away. Eric is way off track there, so Cadillac is spinning ahead of us. Try to be sneaky here, but not too sneaky. Another dead Cadillac. They're dead everywhere. I think there's only about 4 in front of us yet, so back up this entry here. Try to get a nice exit. No, not good enough there. Guy ahead did a pretty good job. Try to stick in the draft. Again, the goal just not to run them over, not to die here in the first couple corners, first couple laps. Forgot to mention on the grid and on the start too, we are A-class, obviously 499. We're the only A-class driver in this entire field. There are also no B-class drivers in this field. This is an entire group of me plus 14 D and C-class drivers. So, again, the I rating is very low, the SOS very low. My expectations and my willingness to think we're going to have a clean race there as the leader dies, so we're now in 4th overall. It's all very low. Everything's bad here, so let's try to get a good exit off this corner. See if we can get a nice toe down the front stretch and try to make a pass here. Probably not likely at this point. It's moving around an awful lot, but we are up to 4th overall. Just trying to stick with this guy. Long way to go, so we can definitely save some tire here. Be nice and smooth. Did win the pole over this guy by 2 seconds, so that's good. Dude. Ideal to pick up a 4X there. He's going to spin out, because why not? Well, there's a 4X that we didn't really need. Probably going to lose some SR now because of this, because people don't know how to drive. But I knew that. At least it was a light contact, just a dumb 4X, which, again, not ideal, but better than being dead. And now we can just chill and drive away because we got plenty of pace, plenty of time. It's all good. So we got the clean air we needed. Again, it was not a perfect race, not a clean race. At least this one, I don't really think it was my fault. He tried to chop us off, so I was defending there every chance he got for absolutely no reason. There was zero chance of him defending us for this whole race and beating us. So yeah, 4X isn't ideal. It is what it is, I guess. Just SR number. It's just frustrating when you try to race clean and have patience and respect, and people just don't understand that they're not in the same zip code as you. And so that stuff happens. But again, we're up to 3rd overall. We got the track position. We got our lead back. So nobody's fast enough to keep up with us here. So we just got to make no mistakes, be nice and chill, have some fun. And again, knock on wood, pending any failures or issues or anything, we'll bring this one home. So plenty of lap time gap, plenty of pace gap. Everything is all good. We will at some point here have some Cadillacs that come back through us, and maybe some traffic. I don't know exactly how that's going to all play out, but 3.5 seconds back to Paul already, who will not be watching this video on YouTube apparently. Okay. I think he's just a troll or something, because that was, I mean, he doesn't even know what happened. I didn't hit the guy, so it's all good. Some people are just idiots, but we're all good. Ready to go. Alejandro will catch us here at some point. again, we'll probably just bail out and let him go. Obviously, the Cadillac's faster, even in the not as fast drivers behind. Nope, he spun out, so nothing to worry about, not losing anything. In full tire save right now, we're not pushing the car at all because there's no point. We have plenty of gap in hand, plenty of time, pace in hand, so nice and chill, no mistakes, no pushing the limits, no off tracks. Yeah, I didn't really expect this to become a full therapy drive. I expected we'd be dodging cars for a lot longer than we have been so far. We got a spinner up ahead for the leader again. I think that's the third different leader that's crashed out. He's going to be able to get back. Ah, no, he hit the wall. Unfortunate. So we are up to second place. Which in the field of 15 is 8 Cadillacs and 7 Kias is pretty insane to be up this high. But again, whatever. Yusuf will probably catch us this next lap, so unless Tyler bins it this lap and we can lead a lap, we're not going to lead any laps as the Kia here today. Certainly not going to win the race. We won that one race several years ago at the Roval in the Solstice overall in PCC, which was insane. But, you know, I have that picture to live the memory. We're probably not going to win this one overall, but again, huge gap now. Multiple seconds a lap faster than everybody else. Yusuf will come through us here. We'll just jump out of his way. No reason to fight that at all. Won the pole, was a couple seconds faster, so. Yeah, I didn't think of any therapy drive topics to talk about today. I mean, we're just kind of cruising here at this point, but I didn't have any good ideas for things to say, things to talk about, anything like that. But so yeah, I mean, you have to leave me some comments down below next time we get in a race like this. Give me some topics to think about that we can discuss. So. Here comes Yusuf in the green Cadillac behind. Just let him go completely. No sense in fighting that. Makes no difference. Let him go on in pursuit of Tyler for the lead. Get a little bit of benefit of draft here. Not very much because he is going to pull away here, obviously, before these final couple of corners. Technically still in draft range, so I overdrive that just a little bit. But we'll get a little bit of tow here, not very much at all. He's now already gone from the tow range, but we have 8 seconds back. No pressure again. A little bit of tow was nice. Cruising along. Again, I'm frustrated about the 4X. We'll go back and watch it. I felt like I made the right move backing out before the left-hand kink coming up here as he's way off track ahead there. Yikes. Felt like I made the right move, letting him have the inside, knowing he'd go deep here. I lifted it right about here and tried to cross back, and I felt like I gave plenty of room for him to roll out to the exit, but we'll have to watch it again, obviously. Not that it really matters, but it's all good. So we're still hanging third overall. Alejandro will catch us eventually when he gets his life together, so that's fine. Not concerned, no matter. I know it's a very, very low SOF, but there are 7 Kias, so hopefully we get 15 or 20 rating out of this instead of 6. I would assume we would because we're only 34.95. But even getting 20 out of this would be a good success and a good week for Kia. I mentioned this in the Cadillac video. The only the only global race I have left on my to-do list is in, I believe, 2 weeks at New Hampshire Roval. I'm not going to run the Cadillac that week just because it's an interesting, tight technical track. Probably going to be hard to find a race, and just not a big fan of high-powered rear-wheel drive cars there. I never have been. I've tried other stuff there like that. Just never really floated my boat. We tried the Porsche Cup car there as part of an FTSS special event several years ago, and it was fine, but it wasn't that fun. But I think the Kia will be really fun there, actually. And it's a really good track. I enjoy it. It doesn't come up that often, so definitely going to try to get one of those in the Kia at New Hampshire Road, but probably no more Cadillac races for this season, at least. While I, again, still focus on some other stuff. We'll have some 87s. Probably some USFs in there. League racing, obviously JKR League will be starting up at some point, so a lot of different stuff coming up, but not as much global. Mustang Cup, of course, really enjoyed getting back into that in the rain at Okayama. But lots of different stuff coming up, just probably not too much more global. Down to 4 seconds to battle for the lead there between Yusuf and Tyler, so there's every chance that Yusuf may still come back and catch up and win this. Obviously, we'll have to see, and we'll have to see how traffic works out and what the lap time differential is, but a 4-second gap is well manageable for sure, so we'll see how that works out for those guys. Pretty good battle now for second, about 3 seconds or so, maybe a little bit less for second in the Kias. We are still just in full cruise mode, not going anywhere. 10 seconds back to now the Cadillac of Alejandro, who's 4th overall, 3rd in class, and he'll catch us, relatively quickly, pending no mistakes. Flying lap with good drivers. The Cadillacs are roughly 7 seconds-ish a lap faster than the Kias. Maybe a little bit less for a really good Kia driver versus, just a good Cadillac driver, but 7 seconds a lap. But nobody in here is like that today, so even myself, I'm a good Kia driver, but not top level, not the best by any means. Yusuf's definitely going to catch Tyler, considering it's already down under 2 seconds now, so he's like 3 seconds a lap faster or so. 1.5 seconds now. So fully expect Yusuf in the next lap or so to at least have a chance to take the lead, see if he's able to pull it off or not. Not a whole bunch of gains here for Alejandro, but he's still cruising. Eric's still trying to get back up to second. Really like this track. We'll see if we come back here. USF is here right at the end of the season. Not a big fan of USFs around here, actually. Open wheel I haven't enjoyed nearly as much, but maybe we'll give it a go. Maybe we won't. Who knows? And I think Mustang Cup is here at the end of the season in the rain, although I'm not sure what layout that is, so that could be something that I might fancy. We'll see how, again, my schedule works out and timing and all that stuff and what's going on at that point, so we'll see how that works out. But again, highly recommend, like I said in the Cadillac video, if you haven't ever driven around here, pick your favorite car, favorite slower sports car, if that's how you need to learn the track, and give this a whirl, give this some laps, because it's a really, really entertaining track, a lot of fun, a lot of interesting, unique corner profiles, and tricky sections, technical sections, fast sections. It's a very good mix of corner types and a very good, fun, flowing track to drive, pending you can see where you're going, which was a struggle at times in the Cadillac, but no matter. I think the thumbnail for this is going to be basically the same thumbnail that we had the other night from the Cadillac race, guy spinning out in front of me and me avoiding it on that second lap there. So, it is what it is. As Yusuf goes to the lead right there, past Tyler. We gotta be in halfway here, right? By this time, end of this lap will be halfway. Yeah, definitely. So, 14 laps it's looking like here for all the leaders. We won't get lapped today if we're already halfway, and with all the death, we're only 14 seconds back. So, we will be on the lead lap overall, which is good. Yeah, I have no idea what to talk about. Again, I do apologize for not having a video yesterday. Again, just still busy. Another couple weeks to go. This weekend got some stuff going on. Most of my family is back from our trip now. Been picking some of them up as we go if needed. Just got some various stuff to do. My brother and I are going to Road America Sunday, so I'll try to get some recording done there or something, even if it's just a short, that would be cool. And then next weekend, the 12th and 13th, is my Road America track day. Still going to plan to record something there again. Not sure how it's all exactly going to work out. But hopefully we'll have some different content like that coming up, hopefully. And that'll be that, but still lots of good iRacing content. But again, I apologize that I didn't get something done. Just kind of a crazy whirlwind of a couple weeks or months, I guess, here. And just ran out of time, had to get to bed for work this morning. So hope you understand. Hope it was still a great day. Hope you all had a wonderful Thursday and are having a wonderful Friday now. Getting to be that fall weather around here. Obviously when I left for Phoenix, it was still pretty hot in Wisconsin. Some days were pushing up into the upper 80s still even, and was in obviously 110 plus in Phoenix for the wedding for like a week and some change. Came back and the lows in the morning are like 40, 45, so it is definitely fall now that we've hit October, absolutely, no doubt about it. I don't mind it, I like fall. I love the 40s, 50s, 60s degree weather. My lungs do really well in it, I enjoy it, it's a fun time to be alive. There's a lot of cool stuff to do in Wisconsin in that weather. But yeah, it's winter's fast approaching, let's say that. And I don't even hate winter. I don't mind winter. A lot of my friends say any snow is a deal breaker. Anything below 0 is a deal breaker. I don't even mind when it's really cold or the snow. I mean, the snow is not good for Bluey, obviously, and being able to drive and traverse the roads, but I don't hate snow. It's not my favorite thing. I don't hate it, though. The problem is obviously traveling, like I said, and you know, the ice is a real problem. And when it gets to be like really, really cold, like wind chills negative 20, 30, 40, and it's windy, that's when it gets to be like really brutally, miserably cold, and that's no fun. But you know, just when it's just cold, when it's, you know, even in the teens or in the single digits, I don't hate that. It's not fun. You don't want to stand around outside, but I don't hate cold weather. I actually quite like cold weather. Again, my lungs do really well with it. I prefer it to really hot weather. You can always put on some more clothes, but when you're, you know, 95 degrees with 98% humidity, there's not a whole heck of a lot you can do, unfortunately. So that's one of the quirks of the way that this world works and living in Wisconsin. But I'm excited for fall. I'm excited to get to winter as well. I mean, I always feel like, funny, I feel the same way in sports actually, but I always feel like with the seasons, right when I get sick of a season, it's time for it to change. So it kind of works out. Like if I did live somewhere like Phoenix and it was always hot, I'd get sick of it in like a year. Like that would just be miserable. Probably be cool and nice to not have winter for about 2 winters, and then you'd be like, dude, it's always hot. Like this is terrible. It's miserable. You know, same with parts of California, Vegas, New Mexico, obviously. Those type of places. But then again, if you live somewhere like Canada where it's pretty much always cold, or, you know, Seattle where it always rains or anything like that, that would get really old too. So there's no perfect solution. Obviously, I love living in Wisconsin. I like most things about Wisconsin, but it does feel like, you know, every 3 or 4 months, right when I get sick of, you know, X weather pattern, it starts improving, and winter definitely drags on around here. You definitely have a long time where it's cold. But, you know, you get really sick of it and call it February and March, and even in March, you know, you have some chances of it being from snow to rain. You know, it might hit the 40s or even the 50s some days if you're lucky in March. Definitely getting towards that point in April, and then May is when it really starts to, you know, 50, 60, 70 is nice. So winter does take a really long time for sure, no doubt about it, but it definitely could be a lot worse. So I don't mind it. I like that we have changing seasons. We get all 4 seasons, color changes on the trees. All that type of stuff is really, really enjoyable and cool to see with your own eyes, and I definitely take it for granted, but I still appreciate it. So anyways, we're at 5 to go here. Still just in full cruise mode, nice and chill, no rush. Alejandro in the Cadillac behind us has mostly caught up. He hasn't quite gotten close enough to try making a pass. Hopefully down this backstretch he'll be close enough to attempt something. Just gotta get to that point ahead of him, which we should be able to do without too much problem. Faster traffic approaching. No mention of it being a car that's, you know, on the same lap as me that we're technically battling, but again, no matter, he should be able to go by us here, no problem. Down this backstretch, we'll just let him have it if he takes a look. Show the nose again. Way too far back to make a pass, but no point in defending or anything. We'll just let them have all the room. Go on ahead. You're obviously still trying to technically chase people down. We're in no danger of being passed, so make a late half-ass lazy dive bomb. I don't really get it. And then do that. Make a half-ass crazy dive bomb, but you know. Now he's gonna have to come do it again, which kind of sucks, but. Again, I talked about that in the Cadillac video too the other day. That's a very tricky car track combination. I mean, the Cadillac is not easy to drive per se, but it's probably somewhere in the middle. It's, you know, it's not such a hard car that you can't pick it up and get. That's probably why it survived in D-Class this long. It's a fun car to get right. It's easy to get parts of it wrong, you know, whether it's burning off tires or spinning or getting your downshifts wrong or whatever, lock the rear brakes, etc. Not an easy car to go fast in, but a fun car to drive, easy car to get around the track if you're, you know, not an idiot. But this is a tricky combo with the sightline issues I mentioned, just with the way that the roll cages and the windows and everything. That's definitely a problem. This track has a lot of different high-speed corners and corner types. Make it very tricky to put power down in acceleration zones and keep momentum, and all different things that go into putting a good lap together in a good race are very, very tricky around here in the Cadillac, and I was pleasantly surprised by how tricky it was to hustle that thing around here. And again, we had a comeback drive. We were able to get back going and get back to second in that race. And again, a little bit of a comeback drive here today. We were third briefly. We're able to come back, have a good battle for a couple of corners for the lead, and obviously we got away and it worked out for us. But tricky car track combo. I'm not sure I'd ever want to drive a Cadillac here again, given the alternative as a Mustang or a Kia, because Mustang and Kia are both very fun here. Very different ways of driving this. Mustang, you basically got to push the whole time, or at least I did in our PCC race. This has been a little bit more chill, but still a lot of fun. But definitely very fun, interesting car track combination for global, but big fan. Again, still got a couple days here when you're seeing this. If you haven't tried it out yet, grab the Kia, grab the Cadillac if that's your preference. Obviously the Kia is my preference, but grab whatever one you're most comfortable with, or know the best, or like the most, or whatever, and try a couple laps here. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below how it goes for you. Again, if you like the track, you'll probably love it. If you hate the track already, you're probably not going to be a big fan, especially in the Cadillac. So, yeah, that's how it goes. But Alejandro's going to catch us in kind of a weird spot here, second and a half back. Attacked and entered just a little bit harder there, just to make sure he didn't catch up to us and get any weird ideas there. Under braking for 1, 2, 3. Lost a little bit of time up there again. Still definitely within touching distance, but we'll attack here a little bit more just to make sure we get to the backstretch before he catches up to us. Not my best corner there, but he should easily be able to come get us here for this brake zone, so we'll just roll out of it and let him go. Same deal. Go on, dude. We're not racing. We're not battling. Do your thing. It's all good. We got plenty of gap, plenty of time. Again, D-class driver. It's all good. Just don't spin out in front of me and you'll be just fine. Please and thank you. 14.5 seconds back as Eric is finally going to make the pass, I assume, into that big brake zone at the end of the backstretch there for second. They're fighting back, though. It's still battling hard. We got 2 to go when we get back to the line here. Let's not plow through this guy for 4x for no reason. Please and thank you. Drive away. Please. So still a good battle between Paul and Eric for second place there. Hopefully Alejandro can get the power down well here and get out to a couple seconds of gap here. Popsicle sticks, 2 to go. Definitely 2 to go for the leaders. I assume Yusuf is pulled away. Only about 2 seconds, so they're sticking pretty close together up there. Still a battle, still a fight. A little bit of gap now for Paul, back to Eric for second place in the Kia class. Again, nice and chill. We're under no pressure here at all. None whatsoever, so we'll just be nice and chill, let Alejandro run away. Not have to worry about looking in the mirror and go do his thing. We'll keep rolling. Again, I'd love to get 20 rating out of this. I think we'll probably lose a little bit of SR just because, unfortunately, we had the 3X that probably took all of our buffer in the Cadillac race, and then the 4X here. I'm glad I did both my Q laps and a half an out lap to try to mitigate some of that, but we'll probably lose a little bit. Not that it really matters. We'll just get back in something else later, next week, whatever. Ringmeister, maybe. Ringmeister next week is in the Rallycross cars again, which I had a lot of fun with, but was very tricky and very scary, so definitely going to need to put some laps into that before I do that. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. But probably going to lose a little bit of SR. I'd be pleasantly surprised if we didn't. I'd be happy with that. We'll take that. But most of our buffer has been gone. We did have some good races in the Mustang, so maybe that gave us a little more buffer than I thought we did. But, yeah, we'll see. Again, it's just a number. It makes no difference. Hopefully we just get some good ironing out of it. 15 or 20 would be awesome. And we'll actually get a video done and ready for Friday. So that would be goal number 1. Should be white flag 1 to go here this time. Still not in any push at all, but we'll probably try a little bit harder this lap here, so why not? Obviously don't want to make any mistakes or have any off tracks, but we'll push a little bit, why not? Not a full push lap, but just run a little bit harder to see what happens. That wasn't the white flag, so we are going to have a 15th lap, I actually. So that means we'll actually back this one off here and chill. Again, Eric is going to be able to get by Paul for the time being, see if he's able to hold it this time. We are going to catch Robert here at some point in all likelihood. Hopefully he just bails out for us or is not too pushy about us making a pass. That would be wonderful. Still 5 seconds up the way. We're not catching the massive amounts, but I think he qualified at like a 56, so we were like 8 seconds faster on a Q lap, so we should be able to get there. Eric has gone through the P2 now. Nice little gap back to third for Paul. Just about caught Robert here. Thank you. Alright, now we can do a push lap. This will definitely be the final lap. Alright, white flag, credit one bank, 17 seconds back, no pressure. Not going to catch any other cars unless Alejandro has a mistake here with a spin or something on this lap. We'll try a little bit of a push lap, so I'll shut up and let you ride along. I don't remember what my best lap was. We'll check here shortly. 48.8. Definitely not going to beat that, but hopefully we can be somewhere in the low mid 49s. Be a decent lap, I think. Two more corners. Been a decent lap. First two are done. Alright, let's see what that one is. Pretty happy with the lap. A lot of fun. We'll come through and take another Kia victory. 4th overall. Happy with the race. Lap time is 48.60. It actually is. Happy with the lap. I guess my 48.80, whatever that was early in the race, which makes sense, but it was obviously.
Oh my God, it's Justin!
Obviously, that was not a very strong lap. So we'll keep going. Obviously, we need every bit of SR we can get here. I don't know who Paul Ramirez is, but obviously he has a vendetta against my channel.
I'll watch him, bro.
I don't recognize the name, so if you hate me for some reason, I apologize, but it probably is because you're really bad. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, timer's done. I was hoping I'd get more corners than that. That kind of sucks, but whatever. All right, let's go see what happened that second lap there with the other dude. What happened with that contact and then his spin. I don't know exactly what happened there, but we'll go give it a watch. I thought I played this pretty well. He overdrove the turn. I think trying to not defend, but just trying to stay ahead there. So he's in there really deep. I tried to back this up. We got to his right side. Almost contact there, actually. I realized we weren't going to be able to make this around the outside, so we backed off, let him go. Yeah, I mean, A, I don't think this is a 4X contact. B, I mean, I really expect him to go all the way out here, obviously. He tries to cover me off, and so I just misjudged this and run into him. It's just a light touch, but that happens. And then we're all good. I back off here, let him have the corner, and he overdrives it and spins himself out. So that's what happens. That's how it goes sometimes. No harm, no foul. Not upset or concerned about it. But so that was our 4X. Unfortunate to get that 4X, but it was a good race other than that. I had a lot of fun. Obviously happy to get the victory and have a good race there. So that's part of it. Sometimes the 4Xs just come and happen, but we will use that as our thumbnail since that's a good photo op. But let's go take a look at the results real quick and see how much we gained and lost. I expect we lost again a little bit SR. Nope, no SR loss. Perfect. And we gained 26 iRating. I wanted 20, and we got 26. So back up over 3,500. We will take that all day, every day. Very, very pleased with that. That's a really successful race, really successful day. Good bounce back after some of the races lately. And, to get back over 3,500 is good. So very, very happy with that. We can use that, build some more positive momentum going forwards into Ringmeister Week with the Global Rallycross car. We may or may not lose some. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll have to just play it by ear. Hopefully that's a successful race. We can keep the SR. I'm not optimistic about that, but we'll have to play it by ear. So that's going to be it. Make sure you drop that like, sub down below. Don't want you to miss anything else coming up. We got tons of great content coming up the rest of this season. Got a well-balanced, well-planned out schedule. Not a whole lot of repetition of stuff. So very excited for that. Again, make sure you drop that like, sub down below. It means the world to me. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Again, apologize for not having a video yesterday, but hopefully this makes up for it. Hopefully it was a good watch and entertaining, and we'll move on to what's next. So appreciate y'all as always. Till next time. Bye bye.